What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to Team Step Brothers channel. I am your host, Jared White. Now, I am trying something a little new here, something I don't normally do. We're doing like a voiceover of the action. Seems to be like that's what people like. So I want to try it out, see how it goes. I did it on my last race video, and it went pretty well. So we'll see how this goes. My microphone, I'm using like a headset, so it's not great. Maybe if people like it, then I'll invest in a nicer, like, actual microphone instead of this, and yeah, we'll be good. So anyway, what are you guys watching today? Well, I had a big group of us that went out to can't remember how many was in our group. There were several. There's quite a few people. I know in this shot here, Parker Nolan's in front of me, and the last shot was an unnamed hard enduro rider. He's a factory pro, but I'm not gonna say his name because I don't know that he, wanted to be in the video or anything like that. So we're just gonna let it go and just assume that it was really weird that we ran into a national, like a factory ranked trials rider in our little place of riding in Northwest Arkansas. Is kind of cool. So anyway, my intentions today were to get some hard enduro practice in. So I didn't really just want to ride the conventional trails. I was going to try to branch off and ride some of the hard stuff, and I didn't do it as much as I had wanted to or should have, but I did get to play a little bit, as you can see here. Also, when in doubt, give it more gas. Try to jump whatever's in front of you. If I'd have hit that just a little bit harder, I would have went over it, no problem. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was still kind of a crappy place to try to go over, but a little more throttle and a little more lift on the front end, and I went right over it. So, little tip for you guys on that. But you're fixing to see here in a minute some of the guys that were going over this big log. I kind of got a shot. The Trials Pro guy going up it, and then some of the other amigos wanted to give it a shot. So here's Caleb. Caleb's going to give it a shot. He goes up and then well, it was a valiant effort. And then poor little short legs Caleb.
That was awesome, man.
He kind of struggled on this a little bit, but that's all right. He rides a 4-stroke. We still love him. He's got a machine now that will go over that no problem. And here comes my buddy Derek Stotler, who will try anything once. Anything.
Oh, are we ready?
Anything. But anyway, he ended up making it over. Not quite as easy as Garza, but actually pretty close. So here we are. We're kind of waiting around for the rest of the group to get here, and I'm looking for a place to go practice some extreme enduro, and I find this creek bed thing, little washout. Play on it, wasn't too hard. I see this tree, which I should have went right up and over it. I didn't. I'm like, okay, well, I'm just gonna get like a 70-foot run at it, because I'm trying to get better at doing hard stuff. That was sarcasm. It actually didn't help at all. It definitely didn't make me better by taking that big run. And then I flubbed it anyway. I didn't zap that at all. I just went right up on it and stopped. And then it killed my bike. I found this one. This was actually probably as good as I hit one all day. That was kind of cool. It's hard to tell whenever you're just on a helmet cam, but that was kind of high off the ground, and it was a pretty good little zap. I need to get better at it though. Here the rev limiter has something special planned for us as far as pro logs go in the street. Lots of logs and whatnot, so I need to get better at those. I have a bunch at the house. I just need to drag them out and just start practicing on them. That's something real easy that you can practice, and I haven't. Even though I do have some logs, so I don't know. We'll set something up probably. Here we are, just kind of driving through the forest here. I don't know. There's a lot of rocks. If you guys notice, lots of rocks. Just something that everybody can practice on. And then you go from rocks to this beautiful single track. Yeah, kind of in a pine thicket, high speed, getting to just go out and ride. And yeah, this is actually, I don't know if you guys have rode many pine thickets, but pine thickets are awesome. They're not particularly hard. They're just, you get to go fast. There's usually lots of corners. The dirt is just awesome, especially if it has any moisture in it at all. It's kind of dusty today. I was kind of upset that I left my goggles at the truck at some point in time, but yeah, these things they're awesome. I can't remember the name of this trail, but I have to say, makes you feel fast whenever you can jump in behind some of these guys and follow them. Obviously, they're not going at race pace. If they were, I would not have stayed with Andrew and those guys as long as what I did. But it was actually really fun to just kind of get in behind them and try to chase them. Because whenever you're in a race, they start, rows ahead of you, and unless they're like passing you or lapping you, you don't really get to see them much. So it's kind of nice to actually get out and ride with those guys. So Andrew, Parker, Coyle, you guys, thanks for letting me ride. It was fun trying to get to follow you and chase you all day. So yeah, anyway, that's the Mystery Trials guy up there, which some of you, if you're friends with me on Facebook, I guess you know who it is, but for the purpose of this video, like I said, keeping the name silent, but he's quite fast, You might be able to tell who he is. I'll give you a hint. He raced Romaniacs and did well. So there you go. Alright, I threw in some video of my good buddy Rocket. He kind of slipped in there in front of me, and I thought, well, I'll put some video of Rocket riding. Rocket actually has a really cool setup on his bike. He has a thumb throttle, like on a four-wheeler. I've never seen one before, not until he put one on his bike. So he swears by it, says it's awesome. You guys are free to check that out yourself. If you want to buy one, put one on it. Personally, I don't know that I would want one, because it seems like I didn't really like them. I'd rather have a twist throttle on a four-wheeler, I think. But it's probably because I'm so used to it, and he's used to that. So pretty cool, Rocket. I think he does have his bike for sale too, if you guys are looking for a YZ250F. Yeah. But anyway, I get away from, kind of get in front of him, and then I start just ripping down the track. I'm telling you, this is pretty high speed stuff for me. You guys may not think so, but there was a couple of times I got myself into a little hairy situation because I was going just a little bit too fast. And that's okay. Going faster, I'm getting better. But yeah. Oh, the dirt road. We had like a huge transfer section between the single track trails, and pretty much the whole time we were on it, you were standing up. My calf muscles were so tired. That's probably why I don't stand up much, because I'm lazy and I get tired. So whenever I do have to finally stand up, it doesn't turn out well. But this was sketchy, man. This road, it looks like you just be able to go like 80 miles an hour down, just like, well, that's not the case. There's a bunch of baby heads and just stuff that'll get you. You have to be careful. So if you guys are riding those roads like that, just watch out. Here's Andrew doing some hard enduro practice. He's going to go race the rev limiter with me. And I tried the punch technique, but I didn't give it enough gas. But I did make it over it. No problem, Yeah, here, I don't know what, I had a brain fart. I seen him go right up it, and I was like, oh, I can do that. And then I stopped. Why'd I stop? And then Caleb follows me because, well, he thought he knew. He thought I knew what I was doing. Well, you're wrong, Caleb. I don't know what I'm doing. I just like to lead people astray. But there was quite a bit of fun sections that we rode today. This day. It was a good time. Just going through the woods here, trying to chase down Parker. Parker was trying out a new 350. Well, I say a new 350. It's actually Tyler Lawrence's old bike in the woods. Now I'll have to say this: after following him, watching him ride it. Ooh, here's my little jap zap. Blop. Yeah, buddy. I'm telling you guys, I gotta learn that stuff. I would not recommend a 350 if you're gonna be riding tight single track. Parker was having a big deal about his flaming out on him, and it was getting hard to start, and it just didn't seem like he was having a good time on the bike itself. So I don't know that I would recommend it. Obviously I wasn't on it, but it is what it is. But we're coming up to the end of the video, guys. My battery actually died. I forgot to put a spare battery into it. So yeah, here's one of the Trials Legends going up the hill, and next you're gonna see, I believe it's Andrew.
He said that's nothing.
Is it Andrew? Yeah. There he is. There's Andrew. But anyway, that was one of the hills we got to play on. It was steep. But guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe. And yeah, keep an eye out for my next video.